Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, trees. Hope you've had a nice day yesterday. I had a relaxing day. Ate lots of Chinese food. Back on the soup and toast today. That's what I'm doing. I'm back on it. I'm not going to stop myself having my Chinese meal on a Saturday. So the rest of the week I'm on my soup and toast. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. But I am eating these tasty things that my son gave me. And they're awesome. They're cinnamon. They smell and taste so good. Let me get the chat up. There's my beautiful Sky. Good morning, Sky. Good morning. I was having a laugh with my mum this morning, talking about this. I'm going to talk about the story, but I'll wait to see. There's my lovely golfer girl as well. Good morning, golfer girl, and Jenny and Claire and Sarah. Good morning. Well, good morning to you all. I hope you liked my little video that I done last night in Sarah's Evoke ASMR, the menopause video. It was an important video to make. There's Anita. Good morning. I'm enjoying my my pillow that Sarah got me. It's in the fridge just now, but it's wonderful at night. Ooh. Very cinnamony. I can't talk this morning, but I'm going to take it out because it's watering my eyes. Please excuse. There. I was having such a laugh. I am brewed today. I was talking about I don't like to be the centre of attention, right? I don't like it. There's a couple of stories I want to talk about. Both true stories. And both that I'm the centre of attention and I'm dying because I'm not wanting to be the centre of attention in these particular instances. One of them was I was just married. I was 19 years old and we were just married and we went to Greece for our honeymoon, right? We were married 2 days and we decided we'd go into the water and have a little bit of a splash about in the water. So me and the ex-husband were swimming away, and he went, oh no, my wedding ring slipped off. And away it went, his wedding ring, 2 days married. And I was going, oh my God, he's lost his wedding ring. We've only been married 2 days, his wedding ring's been lost. It's an omen. It's an omen. Oh, Sky, I'm glad you enjoyed that video. I was thinking it's an omen, he's lost his wedding ring. So I'm crying. I'm in the water crying. Eventually I see the wedding ring. I go, oh, I see it. So he's going, where? So I put my foot on it and it goes burrowing under the sand. But we kind of know where the wedding ring is. So it's up to, I mean, the water's about here, so it's quite a depth. So the ex-husband, he decides he's going to try and swim and dig it out. Good morning, sassy and sweet. So, and it's really salty water, the sea. So he's swimming down, swimming, and the salt water's just pushing him back up. And he's swimming, and the salt water's pushing him back up like that. I'm still crying. At this point, a couple of wee old ladies spot there's something happening. What's going on over there? So they come over and this wee old lady's talking to me and I'm going, we've only been married 2 days and these wedding rings off and it's in the water. I was crying. So they're shouting their significant others from the beach, Frank, come out. They've lost their wedding ring, come out. Like that. So before we know it, where there's a circle around me and the ex-husband, not how like a fight used to be in school. Not how you always knew there was going to be a fight because it was like a circle of people. That was round about us. It was a circle of folk round us. I'm crying like that. The ex-husband, this went on for about 45 minutes, I kid you not. Eventually the ex-husband digs down, and he manages to get his ring. And see, when he got his ring, the whole crowd were cheering round about us. They were all high-fiving each other and everything like that. Me and him left the beach with our heads down like this. Can't believe it. We can never leave the room. We're only here 2 days. Only here 2 days a week. We can't leave the room again. Sky, I don't know. Was it an omen? Was it an omen? Is that the omen that the marriage wouldn't last? I don't know. Good morning, lovely Lauren. But we had a whole crowd, a whole beach full of people all around us. It was terrible. It was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. And another time I had a crowd round me and I didn't want it. Was in Florida. It was in Florida. There was this little stall and it sold pearls. Right? Straight from the oyster. You choose your oyster and they open the oyster. That's all I know is you choose an oyster, they open the oyster and you get a nice pearl. I says to the ex-husband, I'd really like a pearl. And he said, right, we'll get you a pearl. So he goes over and can I get that oyster there. So she starts going like this on her desk. Excuse me, everyone in the park. Excuse me, everybody. This lady and gentleman have just ordered an oyster. Would you all come over? I was like, oh Jesus, no. No, there's people all around us again. This lady, she's got this oyster. There was a whole rigmarole about the oyster. There was a poem about the oyster, so there was. And it ended up that I was going to be the mother of a pearl, right? It was a whole thing. There was a crowd round us and everything like that again. And she yanks it open and a wee tiny pearl comes out and they all cheer. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. I'm thinking we're going to end up in an argument now. He's going to be like, what did you make me do that for? I didn't know there was going to be a crowd round me. I don't know, this happens. I don't know why this happens to me. Oh my goodness, golfer girl. No, I don't think it was the point of it falling. I think there's other problems in our marriage. It wasn't the ring slipping off. Sky, I know, but see if I'm on the flavouring, I don't mind that a crowd round me because I'm the one going, look what I'm doing, everybody. Look what I'm over here doing something funny, you know. But see when I'm stone cold, absolutely sober, I can't handle it. I can't handle it very good. I can't. But the one, oh, I wish you would have seen it. I'm not kidding. There must have been like 50 people or more around us in the ocean when all this was kicking off with the wedding ring. People on the beach were stopping what they were doing just to stand and gaze out. Gaze out to us in the middle of the water. Good morning, lovely Jamelia. Good morning. Oh, do you know, see that holiday? That holiday was a bad holiday. Because we said to the travel agent we wanted to go somewhere in Greece that was quiet. But if we wanted some kind of activity, there's plenty of places to go. They sent us to Party Central. They sent us to the kind of place that Mrs. Doubtwater went the last day, Magaluf. That kind of place where there's groups of guys and groups of girls and they all do things on the beach at night. Incidentally, we did take a walk down the beach and seen a few things. See, that's what I'm like, Mum, we'll go down and see if we can see MD on the beach, and we did. But we'd have to go, oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Linda the peeping Tom. Oh. But do you know what happened in that holiday as well? I swear to God, a weird holiday. We're sitting and we're in the back of our hotel having a drink. And the bartender comes up and he says, listen, he says, can you be nice and quiet? He says, for 10 minutes. And we said, aye, we'll be quiet. He says, we're going to turn all the lights out in the hotel and the pub area because the taxman's been seen down the bottom of the street. Right, I don't know what this was. I was only 19. I don't know what this was about. So we said, aye, we'll be quiet. We're not great. We'll be all right like that. So there we were, sitting in the dark in the back of the hotel like that. I don't know what the taxman was doing. He was peeking about. He was doing something about the place. But all the lights went out. The whole strip must have been like the taxman's on his way. Everybody, the whole place went quiet as anything like that. And me and the ex-husband were going, this is crazy. This is absolutely great. I've never known anything like this before. So anyway, the lights went out and everything. And then eventually, it's okay, everybody. The tax man is away. Everything fires up. The music's going. We got a free drink. We got a free drink, so we did. But I thought, where are we? This is something. This was like, I was tripping. I felt as if I was tripping. But that was true. Oh, just sit here quietly while the taxman's about. I don't know what they must have been saying to the taxman. I don't know if they were telling the taxman they were out of business or what. Or maybe it was bad. I don't know what time of night this was. I can't remember if it was late at night. Good morning, sassy and sweet. But that was weird. That was awful weird. Could you just be quiet? The taxman's about. I will be quiet. I'm just glad I didn't get a case of the giggles, because you know what I'm like. In tense situations, I tend to laugh. Oh, Sky, I've had some adventures. That is one thing that I've had is adventures. I miss my having. I don't think I'm physically fit now for adventures anymore. I think my body's telling me, Linda, it's time to stop the adventures. Just watch it on YouTube. Just watch this kind of stuff on YouTube. But that was weird. That's the first time and only time that's ever happened to me. Can you just be quiet? The whole strip. It was, if you can imagine, Kavos is kind of like, it's just like a big long street full of booming pubs and neon lights, kind of like Vegas, but it's way smaller. And all it is like discos and stuff like that. The whole place went dark. Somebody's phoned the taxman's on his way. We were all like, shh, at the back of the hotel like that. And then it's okay, he's away, and the whole place just went like that and lit up again. It was party central. Do you know the funniest thing about that? I don't know if you've ever been to Greece before, right? But this was hard to get used to. See, toilet paper, you're not allowed to flush toilet paper down the toilet pan. No, you've got to use your toilet paper the way you would normally use it. And there's a bucket provided. I swear to God, and you put the toilet paper in the bucket. That was difficult because I don't know many times I'd be down the toilet, I'd go for, and I'd need to go in with my hand like that to scoop out the toilet roll, put it in the bucket and then wash my hands. That's what they do because the sewage system, the pipes are very, very small so that you can't flush toilet paper. But on our toilet, it had toilet paper across through it, right? Bottles. And I was thinking, when was the last time I ever flushed a bottle down the toilet? You know, weird things on it that we were looking at going, what the hell's that? What the hell? Bottles, you're not allowed to put bottles down the toilet. There I was desperate to just go and get my Iron Brew bottle and just pack it down there. Jenny, it took me a while to remember and put the toilet roll in the bucket and not down the toilet pan. Good morning, Lisa. And as I said, or I'd be sitting in the bedroom and I'd hear my ex-husband going, oh, for sake. And I'd think he's put the toilet paper down the toilet and you'd hear him fishing it out. Because we didn't want a blockage coming from our particular hotel room. Do you know what I mean? So we had to get it out. It's weird is what it is. It's just weird because you automatically just put it down the toilet pan. But that's something to get used to when you go to Greece. There was a lot of swearing went on. There was a lot of swearing. But that was a holiday that I brung that kosh home. I didn't know it was an illegal thing until relatives had come up to the house and I've said, wait till you see what I got. Yes, I know. I don't know what the thing with the tax. I don't know what that was about, but that was a memory that came back today. This is just a wee blanket. This is just a wee blanket in case I'm cold. But I'll show you what. Oh, wait a minute. I'll show you what I'm under just now. I'm under there's my Mr. Mikey, and I'm under here. But look, can you see there's something in there with me? There's something in there like that. She's a wee sook. She's going to be with her mummy. Linda, good morning to you, and I hope you have lovely dreams when you go to sleep. Yeah, I think the whole of Greece is the same with the toilet roll incident. Yeah, that's a wee baby in here. That's a wee baby. Yes, but the first time that I went to, it was Yugoslavia at the time, and it was by coach. This was meant to be an adventure. I was 16, and it was a coach trip. And this was back in the day you could get passports for a year, and the yearly passports would be paper. Now this is going back, and we were meant to be going by coach all the way through Italy and France, blah blah blah, all the way down to Yugoslavia. But there was a strike on at Dover, and we couldn't get across the channel. So the next day, they decided that they would fly us all to Munich in Germany. That's the first time I'd ever seen a gun in my life. That's the first time I've ever seen a gun, because the police officers at the time had a bit like machine gun things on. I was like, oh my god, I'd never seen a gun in my life. But anyway, we done that, and then we went from there into, it was the island of Kirk, it was called, and it was joined to the mainland with a stone bridge. And we were desperate for the toilet, and then we went into this toilet when we got there. And there was a man sitting at the entrance and gave you one sheet of toilet paper as you were going into the toilet. I was thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do with one sheet here. You know, don't know what I'm going to do with. It's not one sheet will be plenty. Not like that advert. It was like just one dodgy sheet. And when we went in, there was a bar and a hole in the ground and two things for your feet to go. Well, I couldn't. Stage fright happened. Stage fright. Me and my mother both came out of the toilets, still with the one sheet of paper, going, I can't do it. I just can't. I just can't do it. I just couldn't. All of a sudden, I just couldn't. And anyway, I would have had to take off all my clothes because I'd peed myself. There'd have been pee everywhere. One sheet. Say it was a number 2 you were going in for. Say it was Sky. I should be doing that. You only get two. Well, that's better though. You get 2 sheets in Thailand. We got one. I don't know about you, but if it's a number 2, I need some more than one sheet. Do you know things like that? You're like, my God. But that was our first taste of culture. That was the first time I ever went abroad, and I was like, what's going on here? But Japan will have beautiful toilet. Golfer girl, another toilet story I'll tell you. When I worked for the Japanese, remember when I was doing making golf clubs, every Monday at the beginning of a month or whatever, it was like every month on a Monday, they would have us in the cafeteria where they would have the TV in, and they would give us a talk about things about the company, things they're doing. And one time it was all about the toilets in Japan. And they had lights in the toilets in Japan and stuff like that. And they flushed themselves. This is way back in like 1990. So this was like what we're getting now. You know, lights for your toilet pan and stuff like that. It was unbelievable that we sat for a full morning listening about. But they had beautiful looking toilets, I must admit. The Japanese know where it's at. Lauren, I can't see if I've got to pee outside. I have quite frankly got to remove my trousers and my drawers because I will pee them. There's no point me sitting and trying to crouch and pull the trousers forward. I'll still pee them, or pull them back. I'll still pee. My pee's like that. Now you see, I bet you've always wondered that watching my video. I wonder what she's like when she does a pee. That. Yes, the place. See, that's good because sometimes you don't want people listening to you. See, at my age, I don't care if they're listening to me. My sound's no different from the others. we all pee the same. Alvia, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you very much for subbing. That's so kind of you. Peeing outside's no joke. It's no joke peeing outside. But I kind of like it. I feel like one with nature. When me and my ex-husband and that used to go to the Isle of Bute, Rossi, there's two ways to go to there. You can go the quick way where you go straight to a place called Greenock and you get a big ferry boat and it takes you over to the Isle of Bute. Or you can go the long road, which is kind of cheaper, and it's like a 4 hour drive, and you go right round the Rest and Be Thankful, these mountains and all the rest of it. And you can go that way, and it's a wee boat that you get over. So if you're on that, then you've got to pee outside. I always like to pack egg mayonnaise sandwiches. I like that. Or cucumber sandwiches, things like this, a flask of tea or coffee, that, and I like to do a little pee outside. It just gets me in the mood. It gets me in the mood to be one with nature. But then again, I've got to remove everything because I would pee on myself. See, nowadays you've got these tools that girls can have, where I don't know, it's like a funnel that you put on. I'd still probably pee on myself, but here I would give that a shot. I would give that funnel thing, I would like to test that out. I might actually order it and just do it from my own bathroom. Because I've always wanted to stand up and write my name and stuff, or aim for things. You could put a bit of toilet roll down the top and aim for it. Yeah. Oh my god, see, I'd pee myself. I'd pee myself if I had to hold it in. Mm-mm. You've never had a cucumber sandwich? Oh my goodness. Cucumber sandwiches are actually quite that's what the Queen eats. The Queen has cucumber sandwiches, believe it or not. But they cut the crust off. See, I like the crust. But they do cucumber sandwiches and they cut off the crust and it's well fancy. A piece of cucumber. And then you've got your egg mayonnaise sandwiches, cut the crust off, and that's really fancy too. Yes, see, they can have cucumbers. I like it just a cucumber sandwich, but you can have it with cream cheese or see, like your egg, you can have with the egg and crest to make it fancy. But the Queen eats cucumber sandwiches, so I feel a bit royal. I feel royalty in my blood when I'm sitting eating my wee cucumber sandwich, doing a pee outside. I'm like, yeah, beauty, this is what life is about. A video on cucumber. See, we're just used to having cucumber and tomato sandwiches. I love a tomato sandwich, and the good thing is they're tasty and there's not many calories in it. You're eating your brekkie. Cucumber sandwich. Don't you think that they're lovely and fresh? They make you feel fresh, a cucumber sandwich. I love cucumber anything. Cucumber face spray, anything like that. Cucumber I love. But a cucumber sandwich is beautiful. A cucumber, a tomato sandwich. See, we call them pieces in Glasgow. Sandwiches equal pieces. So a piece in tomato, a piece in cucumber. So if you hear me saying a piece in, it doesn't mean a piece of. We just call sandwiches pieces. It's just glad I don't know. See, the more I try and explain my language, the more I'm like, I wonder who thought of that. I wonder who thought of these kind of words. I don't know. I'm going to blame William Wallace. I'm just going to say it's him. I'm just going to say it's him that started this talk. Yeah, it's just basically a bit of bread and then your butter on it and then cucumber. Now some people like to be even more fancy with their cucumber sandwiches and see how the green skin of the cucumber, take that off as well. I like the green skin of the cucumber, but some people take that off as well for the cucumber. I think the Queen does that and has her sandwiches without crust and without cucumber skin. Got to have a wee bit of salt on it though. I like a wee bit of salt on it. It's beautiful though. I mean, I see if you've not tried it, you should try it. Do you know what I've never had, Lauren, that I've always wanted to try? That over in the USA use peanut butter and jelly. So I think you call jelly equals our jam. So it'd be like peanut butter with jam. I've never tried that. I've never tried that. I'd like to give that a go. I might try that one day. Oh, baguettes. Oh, see, Sky, I know you've got wonderful, wonderful food. There's my beautiful Evoke. There's my beautiful Evoke. Evoke, everybody that's been talking to me loved your part of the video. We all love your part of the video. And I was honoured to do the collab with you. Oh, do you take the skin? See, I like the skin of the cucumber, but some people, if you're going to listen, see if I was going to have a fancy do, I would probably take the skin off, just to be fancy like the Queen. And then with my egg mayonnaise, I'd probably have a wee bit of crest in it, and I would have to cut it in triangles. The sandwiches have got to be cut into triangles to be fancy. No expense spared here. A peanut butter and jelly. See, I've always wanted to try that. See, Evoke, I'm loving my pillow. It's in the fridge. Last night was the second night, and it was wonderful because I had my head on it, but also my neck. And it was because I love a cold pillow, and it's wonderful. And I would say to anyone that's going through the menopause and hot flushes, get one of these pillows. You will love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Evoke, for sending me. You're doing your bathroom. I done mine's on Friday, bleached all my bathroom. So my place is all kind of tidy, apart from the messy Jack Russells. Look, as I say, there's one in here, look. See it? There. Cover her up again. My wee babies. Yes, the cold pillow is wonderful. Favourite dish as a child? Probably the mince and totties, and I've made a video about it. It's on my channel somewhere. That's a good Scottish dish. Everybody knows how to make mince and totties here in Scotland. No, it's meant to snow. I'll show you outside. It's meant to snow, but look, there it is. Usual. There's things dropping on the floor now. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. There we go. No, I'm hoping it's going to snow. I mean, see, even when it did snow, it was like slushy snow, so it wasn't good to make snow angels. It was just wet. Yes, it's guys. See, that's the thing about Evoke. She's done a lot of factual stuff. See, I wing it. I wing my stuff here. Even when I'm kidding on, I'm cutting your hair and things. But Evoke knew what she was talking about, which is great. And even my mum said that would be fabulous for people that are in your situation that maybe don't have someone to talk to about the change of life. I've got you. I can talk to you all about what I'm going through and the hot flushes and say things like, does that happen to you? Like putting my leg, I was talking to Evoke about this, putting my leg out the bed, and then that's to cool down, and then I cool down, and then I pull my leg in the bed, and then I warm up, and then the leg goes back out the bed. It's like my leg's like I don't know, a thermostat, is it called? Legs out and in the bed all day. Yes, a rolling square sausage. See, someone had said to me, what is a square sausage? And I'm like, it's a sausage that's square. But it's wonderful. A cold pillow is like, it's like a thin pillow, but it's got gel inside it. And you put it in the fridge, and at night you take it out and you put it inside your pillowcase. And then when you put your head on it, it's lovely and cool and keeps you nice and cold. Because see, at night time, the hot flushes are no joke for me. Yes, but I made my mince and totties as well. Showed people how I done my mince and totties. Now, some people like their totties in a different pot. I like to do my totties. I usually I parboil my totties, and then I put them into the pot with the mince so that the rest of the time it's cooking, they're absorbing the gravy. And seeing a cold night, that warms your bones up. With a slice of bread, if Sky would give me some of her amazing French bread, dip it in and do you know what it's like, folk? It's like that song, the Hokey Cokey. Can you remember that song? Right, right. I don't know if you know this song, but I'm going to sing it to you. And well, I'll do it with the leg, right? You do it with the different parts of your body, but you put your left leg in, your left leg out, in, out, and shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Ooh. Okey cokey cokey, shake your bum. Okey cokey cokey, shake your bum. Okey cokey cokey, shake your bum. That's what it's all about. There we go. So at night I'm doing the hokey cokey with my leg. My left leg in and the left leg out. In and out, in and out, and shake it all about. Another song for you. I know he's like my skinny malinky long leg big banana feet one. So there we are. We're all doing the hokey cokey at night. Oh, Sky, see, when I was in Disneyland Paris for my breakfast, I had a beautiful croissant with coffee, and it was wonderful. It was like, you say hokey pokey, we say hokey cokey. I think maybe it is the hokey pokey. No, it's not. Oh, hokey. I can't even remember now. It's something like that. I've probably gave it new words, but it's the same. It's your left leg in, and then you do it with your right arm in and your right arm out, like that. So it's a wee thing that we used to do as a child. But at night I like to do it with my leg to try and cool myself down. Oh. Restless legs. Yes, I've heard of that, Lisa. I've heard of quite a few people that have restless leg syndrome, and it's no joke. Oh yes, I like the ones as well. Plain chocolate. Yes, they're my favourite as well with the chocolate. Yummy. So when I was sitting in Disneyland Paris, it was one. Here's another story about Disneyland Paris. Right, I won that competition on a radio station here that was called Virgin Radio with Richard Branson, right? And I won a 3-day stay in one of their swanky hotels. It was called the Hotel New York. There was only one more hotel that was better than this hotel. This was a fancy do. This was fancy. So I borrowed my dad's camera, right? My dad's expensive camera. And I was told before I went away, don't let anything happen to this camera. This is an expensive camera. It's your father's. So there was a lot of pressure on me, right? This was the time I got drunk on the plane with a little bottle of wine like that. Had that on the plane. And it was me, my ex-husband, and some French man, right, sitting next to him. I ended up quite tipsy and started to like kiss my ex-husband's neck and stick my tongue in his ear and all this kind of stuff, right, that was going on. And having a laugh, right, on. And the French man looked at me and my ex-husband went, Paris, the city of l'amour. And he went, love and l'amour. He was saying all that kind of stuff. I was laughing. I'm thinking he thinks this is our honeymoon and this is just me drunk. So anyway, it was that time. So that night, we were driving that night, and we'd met this couple talking away. They came from Edinburgh, so we're like, oh, you're from here. So we're talking away. My dad's camera is down at my feet, okay? And there was a man sweeping the streets, sweeping. So next thing, he's sweeping under our table. And he had a broom, and he had this thing that you press a button, it's like a shovel, but it had a flap on it, so he could shovel stuff, and then the flap goes down, and then like that, he'd shuffle, and then that would go down. So anyway, that happened. Next thing I look down, my camera is gone. The man stole it. So see, the whole second day of the holiday was in the Disneyland Paris police station. Kid you not. That was our second day, was in the police station in Disneyland Paris, because I had to report it to get my dad's insurance. After me being told, watch your dad's camera. Because there was laser things above, so we're all going, oh, look at the lasers, and this man just came up with his shovel and went like that and had it. Took it. Evoke, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for your wonderful collab. He scooped it up into his little bin and away he went. And I couldn't tell them what the man looked like. I don't know what he looked like. I'd just seen him out the side of my eye, sweeping up round about the tables. And he swept it up like that and just swept my camera in there like that, and away he went. And as I say, I was distracted because there was like laser shows. Oh, look at the lasers, that's amazing, that, isn't it? Look at that. Next thing, gone. Stole. And then I was on the phone crying to my, I'm sorry, Dad, your camera's been stole. It was terrible. That was bad. So then I had to forget, after we came out of the police station, I had to try and forget about it to enjoy the last day. And there was these two young guys for Edinburgh. And I don't know what they were up to. They were going to the centre of Paris and things like that. And the next day when we went to get our flight, they were nowhere to be seen. I'm thinking, they guys have missed their flight. What are they going to do? What are they going to do now? Sky, I wouldn't do it now. But this was when I was very trusting with everyone. I'd leave my bag on the table and go to the bathroom. That's the kind of person I was, but not anymore. Now it's round my neck 3 times and under my arm. That's what Good morning, lovely ASMR craft video. But apart from that, we were one of the first people ever to ride Space Mountain in Disneyland Paris. It was the year 1995, and the year I know that is because Amanda was only a few months old. She was just born, and that was the whole competition in Virgin Radio, was to be one of the first to ride Space Mountain, and I didn't like roller coasters. Right, and this roller coaster corkscrewed in the dark. Of course, I had to go on it because that was the whole point of the competition, was to go on this thing. But the first time I went on it, I had my eyes shut the whole way. But the second time I kept my eyes open. It was really good. I enjoyed it after that. It was really good because it brings you up like this, and you're sitting, and it's as if you're in a cannon, and it's got great music blasting in your ear like that, and then it fires you out this cannon. You go and you're looping. But I don't think it's as good as the Rock and Roller Coaster in Florida, and that's because that's with Aerosmith. I love Aerosmith. I was going through the dark in a stretched limo roller coaster where dude looks like a lady blasting it into my ears. It was fabulous. Oh, was it closed when you were there, Sky? But it was very expensive. I do know that. It was very expensive. Compared to Florida, I mean, it costs you more to go to Florida. But see, once you're there, see, the prices of things is a lot cheaper than what they were in Paris. Oh no, Florida's wonderful. Florida is my most favourite place. So it is. I love Florida. I love everything about it. And at night time, you hear all the little crickets and frogs and things like that. Oh, it's wonderful. Yes, I know. Do you know, I can't remember what roller coaster I was on. I can't remember. But I had my purse, my coin purse, right? That's all I had. And I tucked it down the front of my trousers. Like that. Nothing wrong here. Mind your business, lady. I had to put my coin purse in my trousers and just do that. Because there's a wee thing that you're meant to put in. My purse would be out. That had a lot of things in it. My money for one. So it get tucked in there like that. Barely kept it safe. But I'm trying to think, what else did I go on? In Florida, I've been on everything. I went on everything in Florida. My most terrible one is that lift one, the Tower of Terror. In fact, I've got the bell up there. I'll show you the bell. The bell for Tower Terror. Where are we? There it is. Can you see it? Hollywood Tower of Terror. Yeah, there it is. I got that on the. That terrified me. That dropping. It just drops like that, like that. This lift. It's the stuff of nightmares. That's what it is. Yes, Sky. The countdown's amazing. And it's like, see, before you go on it, you go into this wee room and Aerosmith are talking to you, and I'm thinking, come to the bungalow. Right, I'm thinking all that. And I'm like, watching them, and then they say, right, we're all going on this stretch limo, and you're sitting and you're watching the clock counting down 3, 2, 1, and it just takes you like that, and you've got Aerosmith blasting in your ear. It's marvellous. I hated the Tower of Terror is what nightmares are. I had to go on it because my ex-husband wanted to go on it, and then my son wanted to go on it. But the pictures are no fun. See the pictures of me? There's kids on it like that, right? And there's me like this. That's my face. The face I'm dying here. Right, and it teases you because it brings you back up like that, and it opens the doors, and you're looking all over the park, and then it just goes whoosh again. It's terrible. No. No. Yeah, I hated that. Hated that. Sky is the look of death that I've got in the pictures. I'll need to look them out one day. It's the look of death. Everybody else on the roller coasters like that. All having fun, and I'm like that. That's terrible. And the one with the log. What's that called again? Oh, what's the one with the log? The water one. Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox. Splash Mountain. It starts off good, that one, and you're going about in this wee log like that. Oh, it's all cute, and there's wee furry critters talking to you, blah 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 blah. And then you get to this bit, and the fox says, "If this is your laughing place, how come you're no laughing now?" Right? And I was like, that sounds a bit sinister. And you come up and you look over, and all you see is these massive thorns, and you go like that over, and then splash in. I didn't like that either. Again, the picture's horrendous of me on that. I love the Big Thunder Mountain. I love that. Oh, I love Big Thunder Mountain. I'm one of the ones going and waving at people and stuff. That's what I'm like. I'm look how good I am in roller coasters. But I like It's a Small World. I know it's for kids. I think it's all shut. I believe. I think it's all shut. But see, It's a Small World with all the wee dollies. It's a small world after all. Dee, dee, dee. I love that. That's my kind of ride right there. That's my kind of ride. The wee dollies. And there's a wee Scotland bit. And there's a Scotland bit. And they're all wearing their kilts, the wee dollies. And I think there's a goat and its ears are flicking up like this at the Scotland bit. Oh, there's Scotland. Oh, I'm homesick now. No, I wasn't homesick at all when I was in Florida. In fact, I was crying because I was coming home. Ratatouille ride. I don't think I've been on the Ratatouille ride. I love the Ratatouille film. Not really, Sky. We've got in Strathclyde, we've got M&D's it's called. And it's like a theme park, but it's not very good. It's not very good at all. They've got a roller coaster thing, but everybody gets whiplash. I mean, it's one of the ones everybody comes off. They're like, "Oh my neck, oh my neck," Everybody that comes off is going, oh, my lower back. So that's what it is. It's just like a whiplash ride. See if you want some time off your work, go on that, and then you're good to go. The whiplash ride, it should be called. But they do have Alton Towers. Is it called Alton Towers? I think that's down in England. And I can't remember who it was. One or two of my children went there as a day trip. I can't remember if it was Amanda and Peter had went there. But they've got some good rides down there. And I know Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they've got rides also, but nothing compared to Florida, nothing ever does. See, I'm spoilt. I'm spoilt that way. I compare everything to that. Thorpe Park, yes. Yes. See, apart from that, I can't think if there's any more. You get the odd little one, like in there's a place called Burnt Island, and that's usually always got like shows round about there as well. But I like the Hook a Duck. That's where my first go to is hooking a duck to win a prize. I don't know if they still do goldfish. Can you remember that? That's a bit. See, when you think it, that's a bit sad. Win a goldfish, and there's all these wee goldfish in bags. I think they were all diseased as well. Diseased goldfish. A wee shame when you think about it. But I like their cotton candy and a hot dog. Yum. Oh, see, I'm on my soup and toast and I'm thinking about hot dogs. Have I got a cucumber? I don't know. I might have a cucumber in the fridge. We'll need to see what its condition's like. I don't know if it's for the bin or not. Because I'm kind of partial to a cucumber sandwich now. Yes, go fishing a bit. I would love to go to the Disneyland. I know the Disneyland one, and one of my friends went to the Disneyland in Tokyo as well. But I'd like to go to the California one. But they've also got the cruise. If you're into like cruises, they've got the Disney cruise ship. I know a few people that have went on that, but I'm a bit frightened of cruises, to be honest. I think I've watched Titanic a wee bit too many times. And when I eventually did manage to get over the English Channel, see when you're downstairs and all of a sudden you're kind of off balance, it makes you feel a wee bit sick. Did you do the Tokyo Disney? Oh, what's my favourite Disney movie? Oh my god, I've got so many that I love. Probably Cinderella. I know that Cinderella's probably always been my favourite. I loved Cinderella, and then The Lion King, and all the ones I've got all my snow globes. I've got A Bug's Life. That's actually worth quite a bit now. That wee Bug's Life. I'll show you my wee Bug's Life. See my wee Bug's Life globe thing there. That's worth a wee bit of money. But look at all my wee things. All my wee snow globes. And then down the bottom there I've got the Salem. That was my mum and dad got me that one. And then the Twin Towers. And then 2015 was the last time I was there. So that's all my wee things. Is it even better? See, I would love to go to California. Yes, A Bug's Life is wonderful. That's a wonderful film. Do you know that I came all the way home from Florida with that on my back? So I did, because I was too frightened in case it broke. So, and it's quite a weight. This was when I was fitter. I was fitter back then. But now you're not allowed to bring things with fluid in them in your hand luggage. So the last time I had to get little plastic snow globes, and then I wrapped them up in socks, lots of socks, and put them in my luggage. See, I would love to go. I've only ever been in Chicago, Florida, and I was in, is it New Jersey that New York airport's in? You can see New York though from it, but that was just in the airport. But always wanted to see the 50 states, but that will never happen. But do you know what? I love watching Rosie O'Kelly because she's fit. She does these things called chooching, where she just walks about the streets and stuff like that. And she's in Santa Rosa, but she goes to Vegas and she walks all around the streets. Something I'm not fit enough to do, but she does it, and you feel as if you're actually there with her when she's showing you all the things. Yes, can you imagine doing a road trip? Oh my goodness. I would want a key ring for every state. That's what I would want. A key ring and a fridge magnet from every state. I would love that. A keychain and a fridge magnet for all 50 states. That would be wonderful on my fridge. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when John Travolta comes over and he, or Aquaman, and we become an item and get married. Do you know? I don't think I'd ever get married again. I don't know. Texas, see, I would love to. Texas, I would love to go to because I want to go to Johnson Space Center. Yeah, I need to go to Houston. I need to go to Houston. We have a problem. I need to be there in Houston. I want a snow globe and that T-shirt and all that. Another NASA jacket because two's not enough. You went to Hawaii last week. Oh my goodness, Hawaii's. Oh, that's like if I win the lottery, isn't it? That's what that is. See, New York as well. I'd love to go to New York at Christmas time. There's a video I watch and it's just a man walking around the streets of New York in the dark and it was snowing. And I don't know, it's just wonderful. And seeing all like the street vendors that sell hot dogs and just even listening to their accents, I'm like, yeah, Christmas. I'd love to see the Rockefeller tree and I'd love to see the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular. I'd love to see all that. And the fancy stores, although I couldn't buy anything, just window shopping. I like window shopping, see, just looking in the windows. But I think I would need a little mobility wheelchair thing because physically I don't think I could walk that far. But that was the thing that I said when I came home from Florida that a lot of people feel bad about, and I don't want anybody to feel bad about it, is when you go to the parks, see if you find it difficult to walk, get one of their wheelchairs. It's an automatic wheelchair. It drives about. It's not like a manual. A scooter, yeah, a scooter. Get one. I'm telling you, I thoroughly enjoyed my time in the parks because I wasn't in pain. See, if I was to try and walk, I would just be like in pain the whole time and there'd be no enjoyment. I got a scooter going round the parks and it was the most amazing thing ever. So it was. And see, after a while I thought, why did I not do this before? Why was I too proud to do this before? And even when I did eventually get my own wheelchair, why did I not? Why did I think I'm not wanting to do this because people will look at me? I don't care anymore if people are going to look at me. Then they're going to look at me. That's why my wheelchair is the fanciest wheelchair you'll see, with ribbons and bows and bells and whatnot all on it, and it smells like cinnamon. My wheelchair, because I spray it and I wash it down with cinnamon. It's all flora. Oh, that was lovely, Claire. Oh my goodness. See, that was beautiful. What an amazing gift that is. Yeah, I'd like to do all of that, but see, the good thing now is we've got the internet that we can all go on and see these things. And people just walk about, like, as I say, that man walks about New York and it's snowing. And I probably will never see that, but you feel as if you're there. And like Rosie's been to, what do you call it, the big Golden Gate Bridge, right? I'll probably never see that as well, but she shows you the whole thing, and you feel as if you're there. Oh yeah, see, the best thing ever is to get one of these scooters. See if you find it hard walking, honestly, and you have you enjoy your time. Plus, see my mum and my son. I was the one that held all the bags, so it ended up my scooter had all the bags and things all on top of it like that. It was a wonderful thing, and people shouldn't be embarrassed. I wish people wouldn't be embarrassed. I'm trying to put it out there that you don't need to be embarrassed. If you need help walking and things like that, then who cares what anybody else thinks, really? I remember, see, when I first came on here, I was embarrassed, and I was like, I thought, if people know that sometimes I've got to go in a wheelchair, they're not going to like me. Honest to God, that's what I thought. See, we need to change these kind of stereotypes that people think. I don't know if it's called stereotypes, but these thoughts. And I'm here to just tell you, if you need to do it, do it. And if you have a wheelchair and you want to show me your beautiful decked out wheelchair, then that's cool. But I think if I was going to New York, I'd need an electric one, because I wouldn't be able to go around and having someone push me on my chair. But I want an electric one would be good, and I could just zip round. Zip round all the shops. It's great fun. See, do you know what I'm thinking about that terrible fight that happened in Disneyland Paris. Remember I told you about it before? It was a family of people, and they're fighting. You can see it on YouTube. They're fighting in Mickey's Toontown Fair. Right, Mickey's Toontown Fair's for the little kids. You know, like the 3-4-year-olds, that kind of thing. Mickey's Toontown Fair. And these people for the same family are having an actual physical fight, right? And the mother is in one of these mobility scooters. Well, she gets knocked off it. She gets knocked off her mobility scooter. She's lying on the ground when all this is going on. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've watched the video about 100 times now, because I'm still in disbelief this happened in Disney. ASMR craft video, oh my God, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. Would I get any trouble? Would I get any trouble showing you it? I probably would, but you can watch it yourself if you just type in "fight at Mickey's Toontown Fair." It'll take you there. And you listen, honestly, see, just put it in a YouTube ASMR craft video and you'll get it. Fight at Mickey's Toontown Fair is I still can't believe what my eyes were telling me when I was watching it. And people in Mickey's, little kids all going about with their princess dresses on. Yes, Angela, see, I don't mind if people ask me what's wrong with you, Blueberry. I'll tell them what's wrong with me. But Angela, I had a nurse, I've said this before, and this was the kind of stuff that really gets on my nerves. I was going to get my blood work done for my chemo one day, and my dad was pushing me and I'm in the chair, and this nurse comes up and she's talking to my dad, and she said to my dad over the top of me, "How is she? How's she keeping?" I'm sitting in the chair like that, looking at her. Hello? You know, as if, how is she? As if I'm not there. That's the kind of thing that really gets on my nerves. Yes, a Minecraft video. Tell me what you're thinking as you're watching that. It was hard. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. They couldn't wait to get home. They couldn't wait to get... See, in Scotland, that would just be just you wait till we get back to the hotel room. That's what that would be. Right? There'd be no fighting in the Mickey's Toontown Fair. We'd be waiting until we got back to our hotel room before, what are you talking about? And then we would have an argument. We wouldn't be doing it in Mickey's Toon... And listen, there was security guards walking about... like that. There was a wee old janitor. He was the hero in that situation. This wee old janitor. And there was a lady that swoops in to grab one of the children out the road. I think the man ended up in jail. See, if you Google, I think he ended up in jail, that man that was doing hair pulling. For God's sake. Oh, I tell you, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I think if that was to happen in Scotland, there'd be a lot of people intervening in that. I mean, the mum's lying on the ground after getting thrown off her mobility scooter. lying in the ground. And I don't even think they were drunk. I think that was them stone cold sober. And they're all fighting and they've got Mickey ears and stuff on. They're dressed as Goofy and things. Do you know what it's like? It's like, I think it was, oh, what's his name? A Scottish comedian was talking about how strange it is at Halloween. If you're down in Glasgow in Halloween, right? And people are piling out the clubs and you see SpongeBob kicking hell out of Superman and all that in the corner. There's all this going on. A naughty nurse bashing Cinderella. What the hell? Ah, sweet Jamelia. They were charged. They were charged. Esma Griffith, can you believe that? Can you believe? And the man's going, I'm going to jail today. I'm going to jail today. I'm going to jail. He's shouting while he's battering hell out of people. That's what he's shouting, the man. And he did. He did go to jail. He went to jail for a few years, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Angela, it's weird. Yes, I know. And do you know the thing about it, ASMR Craft video, it looked as if that was a regular thing in that family. Because the girl, she's traumatised, but it looks as if that she's had that kind of treatment before with that man. That's the impression I got. I got the impression he's done that before. But his sister, that was his sister that started it off with spitting in his face. She spat in his face and that's what kicked the whole thing off. Mickey's Toontown Fair. But people are all crowding about going, and I've had to watch it a few times, ASMR Craft video, and you see all the wee kids all in the background like that. All the wee kids with their Cinderella dresses. The girl that was getting battered's got Mickey Mouse ears on. The mum's lying on the floor. It's like, you can't believe this is actually going on. Where's the security? I think that video will be played to a lot of security now in Disneyland, that what shouldn't happen. But listen, you should watch. You should watch it. Oh my God. But that man, he looks as if he's done that before, that man. I mean, I'm going to have to watch it again. That's what I'm going to do after this. I need to watch it again. Ah, Jamelia, listen, I'm your friend and I love you all. So if you ever need to talk or anything like that, I'm here. I might not be the best at giving advice or anything, but I'm good at listening, and if you've got things you want to talk about privately, I'm great with not telling private things, that's for sure. What you talk to me about is our business. I'm not a tattletale. Can you remember that word? I remember that. Tattletale. That's if you were, see, when I was a wee girl and I was like talking about someone, your mum would come in and say, is that you tattletaling? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit of a tattletale, mum. Oh. Anyway, guys, wow, I can't believe that's been an hour I've been on. It doesn't seem like an hour. I love you all very much. So, thank you all for coming in. I hope you have a great Monday. Hope this week's going to be good for you. Enjoy today. Look for something today that's going to make you happy. Watch something that's going to make you happy. And think about something that's good in your life, because just now there's a lot of bad stuff going on in everybody's life. But today, just look for that good thing. What's good happening in your life? And focus on that and think about that. And I love you all so, so much. So I'm going to give you a big kiss now and I'm going to go and watch this fight again. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.